Yo. Welcome back to the PEMDAS podcast. You might be thinking, where are all my co-hosts? Well, I'd like to bring them in one at a time. So, first, let's welcome in Mr. Derek Rolfe. He's back. Come sit next to me, my friend.
Let's go.
Now, the second individual, as I introduced most of the time, as second, he will go second again. Welcome back to the PEMDAS podcast, Mr. Anthony Saz. He's cooking with his bisque.
Go Wolves!
And last, but not least,
Go Wolves!
Mr. Wally Gordon.
Oh, Gordo.
Ooh, look at him. Putting on the moves.
He's back.
Welcome
Let's go.
back,
Oh,
everyone.
back. All right, let's do it.
We are so back and excited to
Let's go,
get into
baby.
this conference
baby.
finals predictions. We are ready to cook up. Sazma's
You
got
just have
his
a whisk.
bisque,
We're cooking.
and it's time to
PEMDAS is
go.
cooking.
You look like Luka Garza on the bench.
Today
Kinda look like
Cold-blooded.
him, too.
is Saturday, May
17th,
17th.
2029.
We don't know the winner of the Game 7 Thunder Nuggets that starts tomorrow, but we are willing to still predict
We're predicting everything.
either outcome because we just know.
And also, why are they
What we
playing at 2:30 on a Sunday?
They're playing at 2:30 on
prime time.
Sunday.
2:30 Central.
That is just
I don't know
so
what
it's
time it
just
is for
sad.
y'all, but
But whatever, man. We're going to start off with the Eastern Conference Finals. The Pacers, Knicks, a lot of storylines here. Crazy new matchup we haven't seen in the East in a bit. So
Since the 90s.
it's going to be
Bloodbath.
very fun. What do you guys think? Who wants to start us off?
because I'm the resident Pacers fan, apparently on the podcast, I pick them all the time. I actually do think the Pacers are going to win this series.
Wow.
All right,
games.
all right.
You got a game prediction?
Give me the
They
Knicks.
don't have home court. Knicks
Yeah.
have home court.
I think I'm going to take Pacers in 6. I think I'm going to take Pacers in 6. But the Knicks will win game 1. Pacers will rattle 2 off. Knicks will win a game. Pacers will rattle 2 more.
Wow.
It's going to be crazy.
Wow.
That was very specific. I didn't need to go that specific.
1-2, 1-2. Wow.
Yeah, it
that's
happens,
bold.
so.
That'll be fun.
But I respect it.
Yeah. So you don't see this very often, but Gordy and I will disagree
Oh.
on a take. I am taking the Knicks in 7. I think
yeah.
the Knicks will close out at home game 7. Jalen Brunson will have a phenomenal game, and the vibes will be electric there. Tickets will be going for $5,000 at that point.
Yeah,
but
probably.
That's interesting.
it'll
Timothée
be-
Chalamet,
Yeah,
all over.
it'll be a good series. It'll be a lot of fun, I think. As long as they don't, call every single foul all the time like they have been so far in the East.
Yeah.
We are going to be agreeing here, Sazma.
Wow.
I'm taking the Knicks, closing it out at MSG in 5.
In
Okay.
5?
Wow.
Dude, we're
Five
so
games.
different on the series.
In 5 games. I think that they're going to come out hot. They got the better team, better
like it.
roster.
Yeah.
I think they're going to make it
Do they have the
happen.
bet? I guess you could say so.
I say
I think that they're just going to
They
come
have
out
worse depth, for
firing.
sure.
Yeah. But they don't use depth.
They don't need depth.
Yeah, once BK gives his prediction, we'll get more into this.
Yeah, so like you said there, it seems like we all are kind of different on this. And with that being said,
Give it to
I'm
me.
going to keep this trend. But since there can only be 2 winners, I will pick one side, obviously.
Really?
Uh-huh.
No
Then
way.
The world,
way.
hopefully the world doesn't
PEMDAS
end.
revelation.
I'm
Wait,
giving
you have to
the
pick
number.
one team to
I have
win
to
the
pick
game.
one of 2 teams here. And
That's how
this
it works.
team, in the weirdest fashion of all time, the Pacers will win Game 7.
Oh.
And
In New York.
Halliburton will, you remember the choke sign?
Oh,
MSG?
that'll be sick.
He will put it down. Pacers will win Game 7 in MSG. The outrage from the New York citizens after
man.
the game
They'll hit him more than Trae Young.
will be
Yep.
ridiculous.
That'll be fun.
I expect with how good the Pacers have been and how good the Knicks have been, this will be an amazing series.
Yeah, that's going to be good. That's going to be interesting.
I'm really excited. I've got Pacers in 7.
Dude, when they lose Game 7, it's going to be 9-11 too.
Yep. It's gonna be insane.
man.
Ooh.
Might cut that out.
Yeah. That is, both
Keep it
sides
in.
will be interesting.
Okay, so in terms of like why we think this is going to happen, the Knicks are not that deep of a team.
No, they only run
they're
about
one
7
injury
guys.
away.
They
which
are
is
one
scary.
injury away. That
Yeah.
injury's not going to happen yet.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Yeah, we'll save it for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For later.
Carl's a
Alright.
bit of a liability sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said in the last episode, you got Brunson, Hart, Anunoby, Bridges, Towns, Robinson,
McBride.
and McBride.
That's
so
their
they have
lineup?
7 guys. They play 7 guys, and 5 of them are really playing 40 minutes. So
Yeah.
as long as they don't get gassed, which is
Yeah.
why I said Knicks in 5, because I'm saying they're going to just go in there, just balls to the walls and get it done.
Take care of business.
Done
Okay.
in 5 in the conference finals is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be.
They would go into the finals with.
Well,
quite
they
the
lost to
momentum.
this Pacers team last year.
They did. Yep.
And you could say both teams got better. Pacers just didn't really make any roster changes.
They all just improved.
Yeah.
They're just a
Just
younger
some-
team, yeah.
And I think, wasn't Mathurin hurt last year? Mathurin? I don't know how you say
Yep.
his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Benedict.
Nembhard, he played good, though, last year.
Yeah.
He's like a really rare role player, playoff riser. Nemhard
Yeah.
is good.
He's one.
Like,
It's like
I think
on
so.
some Jin McDaniels shit.
Yeah,
He is.
he's really good. It's fun to see.
He's one of the top role players, like the most underrated player that I can think of. Still in the playoffs, probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That series will be crazy, publicity wise. That one, I think, will get the most eyes on it, 100%, regardless of what happens in the West. I think. I think Pacers
Yeah.
Knicks because of New York. The
Yeah.
New York fans and
Stephen A.
media,
talked about
the
it.
whole media loves New York. They're from there. Most
Yeah.
of them are. So
Yeah.
that will be probably talked about the most. But for us, we're gonna really love the Western Conference Finals because our home team, the Minnesota Timberwolves,
On
are
their
here.
team.
Yep. And we are excited. We still don't know yet. Like we said, Thunder versus Nuggets Game 7 is tomorrow, but we can get into what we would think for each one.
Well, yeah, what's scary is that I'm really comfortable right now with the Wolves. And that's a scary thing.
I think we'll handily beat
This
them.
is the most comfortable I've been.
And that's
not
ter-
good.
That's
Yeah,
not good at all.
You don't
That
want
is
to be
the-
comfortable.
That is the heartbreak waiting to happen. And I
Yes.
can,
Yeah.
at some point, like, we're all from Minnesota. We're just, we
All
know
of our
we know
teams.
something's coming. We don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're one injury away from,
But so are they.
Yeah.
yeah, every team is. But yeah, those ant injuries, they're starting to scare me when he goes down.
Dude, he's
I'm
popped
getting
up.
terrified, but
I have watched
They got
him.
me
I
shooting
have
him
watched
up
him
with
get fake
something.
injured
you know,
so
the
often.
one that
It's
I'm
so
worried
scary.
about
Yeah.
is Nas Reed. Sometimes he goes down, and those are some stingers.
And he was holding his hand too last game.
If he's
Oh,
playing
you got a
against
little
Aaron
rest,
Gordon,
it's fine.
if he's
Yeah.
playing against Aaron Gordon or Chet, whatever, but Aaron Gordon for sure, like he could rough him up. So
yeah.
we'll see how Nas handles Aaron
Yeah, but
Gordon.
it would be mostly Julius.
But if
but
he's
then-
out there when
yeah, he'll
if
be guarded by
Julius-
Aaron Gordon. at
I
some
don't know.
point.
That happened last year. I wouldn't worry about Nas.
No,
Just
Nas.
thinking out loud.
He'll have to spread the floor out for them.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Otherwise, and then we're gonna have Rudy be playing the same Rudy. I mean, he's gonna have to have the series. Of
I mean,
his
they're
life.
gonna spam. They're gonna do what they did last year. They're gonna spam pick and rolls.
Yep,
Put
the
Jokic
whole
in
time.
action every
Jokic
time.
Murray handoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
we're
time.
gonna have to hit our threes. We
That's
can't,
another
we,
thing.
we
Yeah, we
cannot
can't go
beat
cold.
them
Yeah,
shooting
we need
25%
Dante
from
needs to
three.
Eventually
lock
needs to
in.
start hitting shots.
Yeah. Nas back though. He's been great the last
Nah
two
had
games.
2 solid games last series, but he
We
also
need-
had 3 bad games.
We need
Yeah.
a Dante 25-point game.
It's
we
coming.
Need, it needs to happen.
I do
He's
think it is
so
coming.
due.
at
Same
some
with the
point.
Nas Reed. We need a 20-point game. Or
Even
something.
Nas
we
is
need-
kind
we
of
need a
struggled.
7.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, those two guys, we got it. Some of
We're
them.
winning all these games. We kind of talked about it before. Wolves aren't even playing that great.
No.
It's really
No.
Julius and Ant are playing
And
well,
McDaniels is playing
and
good.
Jaden's playing well. Mike had 1 good game.
Mike had a great
We
game.
can't
5.
expect that
And
much
4
from
bad
Mike anymore,
games.
though.
Yeah.
We can't expect that much
Yeah,
from
we
Mike.
can't.
Conley.
But then we
Yeah.
have like other guys like our role players that we like. I love our role players, and none of
Yeah,
them
I
have
do,
really
yeah.
played well the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Nas has had a couple good games. Dante's had like 1 good game, and then Nikhil's had like 3 good games. But otherwise, they've been pretty bad.
There's also another flip side of it. There is the chance that the Thunder win the Game 7 at home tomorrow.
Mhm. The heavy
How would
favorites.
They are heavy favorites. What would you think in terms of that series?
That's a game 7, I
The
think.
Thunder
I think
match up
yeah.
well against them.
Yeah. Well, but we matched up well. It was a 2-2 regular
we
season series
split.
split.
Yeah.
I mean, both were kind of comeback wins, but also that
And
does mean something.
no, one game we won basically by 30 the whole game.
Did we lose a comeback then?
Probably.
It probably did.
But we did win a comeback game, and then there's the crazy one in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of them we dominated them. I honestly don't remember the losses because short-term memory.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Only remember the wins. That's a great way to not ever look at your flaws at all.
What's your prediction on it? What's the series?
On the series, I think Wolves in 7.
I think Wolves in 7 as well. I think it'll be 7 no matter what. I also agree. I think it'll be 7 no matter
Say
what.
Thunder, bro. Put the Thunder in the bag.
Everything. There is a reason why you guys should go look and listen to our second round reactions where we predict this game 7. Because I felt it that the Nuggets should win this game, because if they don't and the Thunder end up winning this game 7, I think the Thunder can beat the Timberwolves, and I think they would.
I think they can, yeah.
Well, yeah, they're a better chance than the Nuggets.
I would pick, if the Thunder beat the Nuggets and they play the Timberwolves, I have the Thunder winning in 6 against the Timberwolves.
So they win in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would predict.
I jump.
I think the
suck.
Timberwolves turn the ball over lately a little too much.
Yeah.
Thunder are very good
That's
at
fair.
generating turnovers. Their whole system is built on generating turnovers and taking care of the ball. So if the Timberwolves can't take care of the ball better than they have been, they will not win the series.
You hope that those turnovers in the last series were kind of just the Wolves were up in the fourth quarter and just started to stop caring. Because that happened, been 2 back-to-back games against the Warriors. The Wolves were up 20 in the fourth quarter, and they're just like, it doesn't matter.
And we probably won't be up 20 on the
Which is not, you can't do that, by the way. I'm aware you can't do
Yeah.
that. But you're hoping that if it's a more locked-in series, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah. And we've had a few days now to like address that as well.
Yeah.
BK, we normally agree.
We don't this time?
Did I ever say that?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to...
I am now.
Yeah.
Thunder are going to lose at home in Game 7.
Hey,
To
let's
the-
go.
To the Warriors, to the Wolves. Julius Randle puts up another game of his life, series
Good.
of his life.
Let's go.
We're going to
But
need
at the
it.
end of the day, it's Dante DiVincenzo quieting the Thunder. The
Good.
storm has cleared. The Wolves are howling.
Good. Dunks on Chet.
The city of Minneapolis is
Exploding.
exploding in a good way.
And
Let's go.
Yeah.
New York is also exploding. It's going to be a good matchup in the finals. I predict a rematch. Or not a rematch, sorry. A Cat, Julius, Dante type of back and
battle.
forth battle.
The legit
Battle.
definition of a win-win trade.
The NBA would love that finals.
I think
Yeah.
that's what it's
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah.
Yep. And takes on the Bronx.
Yeah, that would be quite the storyline. I would love to see it, man.
I think that's
would
the
love to be
NBA.
wrong.
I think that's their preferred finals probably left. Would be Wolves Knicks. Because you get
Yeah.
a massive star in Ant
Yep. Yeah. it is.
against one of the biggest markets in New York, and there's a trade that happened between those two teams.
yeah.
Well, they also-
Unless...
Isn't it crazy? The MVP is not the guy that they want to be in the finals.
I was going to say, I
'cause
think
it's
I think
Shea.
they might announce Shea as the MVP after the series, and then they'll want MVP versus the Knicks.
Because then think about it. Shea would win Finals MVP.
Yeah, but Shea's
MVP.
not the draw
And a
Ant
title.
is. If you're talking about what
No,
the
he's not.
NBA wants, I
I
think
know,
they
but if-
prefer.
But so like we
But it's
talked about the
MVP
best
though,
player in the league.
like-
when Giannis won it, when Jokic won it, they won the title, Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Jokic, I don't think actually won MVP that year. Neither did Giannis, but they've done it in the past.
Yeah.
If Shea wins all 3 in 1 year, I still think Jokic is the best, but it's gonna be tough to argue against that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, dude, that would be crazy. What do you think? Which of the 4 or 5, I guess, because we don't know Nuggets, Thunder, do you think they want the least to be in the finals?
Pacers.
They don't want the Pacers.
I think
yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
Which small market? That's kind of the
Small
thing.
market, and then Tyrese's dad, like that plays a little bit of a thing into it. Because that's just
That almost is good for them, though.
The Pacers,
But like from
play
the
really
NBA
well.
perspective, like
Yeah.
If we're talking about market, like for draw, they would be the Pacers because they don't have like a marketable star as much as like Halliburton's the lowest marketable star
Yeah.
of the 4 teams
Yeah.
left or 5 teams left.
The Pacers play really well in games that, like, if they lose, they're eliminated. I think of last year in the NBA Cup. Did they make, like, the final or the top 4 or something?
Did I
Like,
say Pacers in 6?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Pacers in 7. Can I retract?
I don't know what you said.
Well, I'm saying Pacers in 7 officially now because I
So
actually think the
you're
Knicks
agreeing.
like
I think you did say in 7.
You said 1-2-1 or something.
No, you said 6.
I said
You
6.
said
I'm pushing it
six.
to 7. I think they're gonna win in New York,
Okay.
which someone else said.
That's what
Let's
I
go,
said.
BK.
Me and Gordy
There we
agree.
go. And then
So-
you and I
Same
agree,
one.
Derek.
Yep.
Yeah.
Has that ever
Wait,
happened?
do I? So I have both games going 7 or both series.
Same.
No, I don't. Knicks in 5. What am I saying?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I meant you guys.
Yeah,
Someone
I
had
haven't. I
7
have
games,
both.
I would have both
Yeah.
at 7 if
We
it's
both
the
have 7.
Thunder.
You
If
both
it's the
have
Nuggets,
So
I
it won't happen, but yeah.
That's what I mean. Something's gonna happen that we have no clue or no idea.
Yeah,
Like none of us thought that. Well, almost none of us thought the Pacers and Knicks were going to.
they might bring the Cavs back.
Yeah, they could.
Just put them in.
Good.
Oh my gosh.
Put LeBron on that team.
Call up Mitchell.
I'm
That would
coming
be a
home.
storyline.
LeBron's coming home to Cleveland.
That's a
Running that one more year.
storyline next
Bringing
year.
Bronny too.
Trade Braun to the Cavs.
Yeah, Bronny's gotta
You
go with
never
him,
know.
I did bet on the
Got babysit.
Lakers Cavs finals this year.
Lakers, Cavs. Wow.
I put money on it.
Okay,
Yikes.
So maybe that's why they lost. Who knows? Yeah.
Mr. Jinx.
Yeah, that's kind of that's the curse of Mr. Derek here. He's right sometimes though. Like
Couple times, Shuck.
Chuck was right.
Wait, so what's your finals matchup, Derek? You
So
said
I got
Knicks.
Knicks and
Wolves.
Wolves.
No matter who it is, I'm just saying. Who do you think's most likely to win Finals MVP in that Finals series? I mean, we could talk about this more when we actually get the finals.
I would
but,
say well, hey, let's do this first. Let's go conference finals MVP.
oh yeah, that's a
Because
better.
they do have
Oh,
that
they
now.
do have that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's
the
end
Larry
it with-
Bird and the Magic Johnson
Yep,
trophy.
those two,
Yeah.
and then we'll go finals. I'm going with in the East. I would take Brunson. I think it's basic, and I think in
Yeah.
the West I'm taking basic, but I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not like a Julius sneaky.
No, I don't.
I
Last
think-
year they gave it to
yeah.
Brown. That was it. I think now it's gonna go best player.
I think they might go sneaky as Julius. I think if for the Wolves to win, I think Julius will continue to be hot. So I think Julius
Crazy.
could win it. But Ansel, so
Yeah.
definitely a pick.
Yeah, so for me, the East, I have Pacers winning, so my MVP would be Halliburton. And for the West, depending on the Game 7, I have 2 separate winners. So if the Thunder played the Timberwolves, my MVP would be SGA. And then if the Wolves played the Nuggets, my MVP would be Anthony Edwards.
Dude. Give me Jaden
way.
McDaniels.
No way.
Amazing.
No, I'm
That'd be
not
insane. I was gonna say, dude,
I'm not
that's
serious.
a crazy poll.
Yeah, it would probably. I
Did
think
they
it
average
would.
like 30.
I think it would be Ant, and I don't think there would be like politics that play in this, but I do think the NBA would love if Ant won like a big trophy like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. I was
Yeah.
trying to think of who else would it
Because they
be.
want him to be
Yeah.
the face
I'd
of
have
the
to go
league.
those guys.
Yeah.
They do, but
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be,
Yeah.
which is almost better. That almost makes him become the face of the league more.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
How each team.
They're
right
hard
now-
to get.
Yeah,
He's
each
playing
team
hard to get.
Has multiple stars though. Like the Pacers got Siakam. I mean, he's a star. He's an all-star.
He's
player.
been an all
So you
star.
got Siakam and you got Halliburton.
Yep.
You got Cat, Brunson. You got Jokic, Murray,
Randall.
SGA, and
Chat.
Chat or Williams.
It would be
Yes.
Williams is better.
And then Ant and Julius. Like
Yeah.
every team has 2 guys.
And Josh might not, too.
Josh might not.
Yeah, Josh, why not?
Dog.
Why doesn't he get in the game?
Yeah, why doesn't he? He needs more minutes.
No, he doesn't.
No, shrink that
What's the
rotation.
biggest
man.
flaw for any playoff team currently?
Like the biggest flaw?
The biggest weakness, I should say.
I think for the Pacers, it's lack of a. I mean, I almost don't want to say that. I was gonna say lack of a like full-time shot maker because Halliburton will score, but it'll be
Okay,
like just at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But if they need a bucket, they don't really have a guy that's like besides I guess Siakam, like go get us a
Yeah.
bucket.
But he's more of like
Yeah.
a drive and yeah.
Yeah,
Or yeah, it's like what if Tyrese is just having a horrible game? Like is
Yeah.
Siakam able to carry them?
Tyrese
I don't
does
think
have
so.
bad games.
Yeah,
He
like
has a
when
bad
they
game, it's
lost.
bad.
but even
Yeah,
when he
but-
has his bad games, he's a good passer.
He'll put up like 10 points. And 10
Yeah.
assists.
Yeah,
Yeah. But that might not win you a finals. Like, if he has a bad game in
No.
the finals, they will lose, I
yeah.
think.
I think the Pacers that would be their flaw.
I would
Yeah.
say it would be the Knicks depth for me.
For sure.
I would say the Knicks depth. I just think they could run out of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like I said, those guys, they have injuries in the past. And I think if one of them gets banged up, it could really hit the fan.
And if Brunson doesn't get the calls, he gets frustrated, shooting's off. Like, that's something. That's not the main one, but that's something that definitely could play into it.
Yeah, dude, in the Mecca, though, man, I don't know.
The Mecca.
In the Mecca.
Mecca.
In the
Yeah.
Mecca, I think Brunson.
I think Towns might be one of the biggest weaknesses
He
of the
could be,
Knicks, in
yeah.
all honesty, because he has like, again, I feel like I've just been like ratting on Towns this whole like day, but he is a good player. He just has these moments where he's like gets so many fouls, he's out for the first half. Or he gets like a bunch of offensive fouls, and then all of a sudden he has 3 turnovers in a quarter.
Well, he'll be on Miles Turner. That's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
That's a very difficult
I'm trying to remember,
matchup.
historically when he was on the Wolves, when we played Miles Turner, I forget if he was good or bad against Miles Turner. But Towns has changed his game so much, I don't know if it even matters.
The funny thing is we thought that he would be bad against Porzingis. Remember? Because historically him and Porzingis have been, Porzingis he was dominant.
Well, Porzingis has AIDS, so like, can you really put that against him?
It's such a crazy statement.
Maybe he gave it to Cat. Cat gives it to Turner. Turner gives it to Rudy.
Dude, no, not Rudy.
Oh.
Payback for COVID.
What if we win?
Dude, that
Payback for COVID.
Complete the cycle.
And then he touches all the microphones. He bleeds on all
then
the
the NBA gets shut down. Oh
Player hopefully they have AIDS and COVID.
What if Porzingis did that? He just bleeds on all the microphones.
no. Porzingis,
Twitter would go crazy.
hide away on your vacation. Figure yourself
Have
out.
fun in
Please
Cancun.
don't be sick anymore. The Celtics, we talked about them before.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. Good luck to them. But they're not in this anymore.
They're not in it.
And we would have thought that they
Boston.
are. It's okay, though.
I love
But
it.
next time we talk to y'all, we'll be talking about the entire NBA Finals, baby.
It will.
That's
That will be
crazy.
the
Awesome.
finals next
It's coming
episode.
up.
That'll be
If the
so
Wolves,
great.
dude, eventually we're gonna get on the pod and just be depressed.
Yeah,
We're all gonna
eventually.
be so sad.
Eventually, at
The
some
energy
point,
would be
it's
so
gonna be bad.
down.
Yeah.
The only way,
Just keep us going
that we
right now.
keep this type of great attitude is if the Wolves keep winning, man. If they get to the
Keep it
finals
going.
and they
You
win,
guys will know if the Wolves lose. Like you will feel it
Oh,
in the
yeah.
room.
if
Yeah,
they
you
win
will.
the championship, think of us because we will be having
Put
the
us in
time
your
of
prayers.
our lives.
The
We'll be having
podcast
so
will be
much
delayed
We
a
might
bit.
live stream at the parade. You know what?
Oh,
We're
we
gonna-
will. Yeah, we
might
will.
not. We will.
We will.
Live stream at the parade when the Wolves win the title.
Yep. We'll live stream on YouTube. I'll live stream on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. PEMDAS_podcast. We're posting daily. No, we're not.
Uh-huh.
But-
Sometimes
Posting when we feel like it.
We'll
Weekly.
post occasionally.
Usually kind of weekly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
That's
The
how
account's
we roll.
suspended.
And we want to appreciate all the listeners, all the fans. You guys don't go unnoticed. So thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Shout out Maggie.
Yep.
Shout out to Mern.
Yeah. So yeah, we like he said, we give you when we want. So when we want to give you more content, we'll give you more content. We'll give you more content. So
this man a
we're getting
bang.
so
Oh, man.
excited. We're about to hang out. We're
Wolves are still
chilling.
back.
The Wolves are back.
Shout out Leanne Chin.
We'll talk later.
Low-key, no.
We're gonna be
It's messing with my stomach.
we'll be back in a
Actually.
few. We'll see you guys around. Thanks for listening. Subscribe and like. We'll see you next time. Peace.